surrendered and confiscated big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Adults $20, children 12 and under just $12. Participate in the biannual Hot Cars and Cool Cats Car Show at the Nassaveras Farm at 2250 Northeast Highway 326, or better yet, become a business sponsor for EARS. Have fun, prevent extinction, provide education and awareness of these rare, beautiful, and endangered residents here in Marion County's own little township of Citra on Highway 318. Go to EARS, Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary, or the Tiger Maximus on Facebook, or you can call 352-266-2859 for any questions.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The president officially issues a proclamation ordering National Guard troops to be deployed to the southwest border, but some unknowns still remain.
A lot of this will depend on the governors of the border states. These 4 states, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. These 3 sound like they're on board. California may be a different story. We'll see which way Governor Jerry Brown decides to go there.
Fox's Doug Luzader.
We did get a statement from the California National Guard, a spokesman there saying this request from the president will be promptly reviewed to determine how best we can assist our federal partners.
The Air Force says the pilot killed in an F-16 crash in Nevada was part of an elite team known as the Thunderbirds. The flight demonstration team canceling their appearance this weekend at March Air Reserve Base in California. Unknown how the accident will affect the rest of their season. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
You can tell a lot about a person just by looking at their lawn. So if you man your own mower, Napa has select lawn and garden batteries for just $21.99 with exchange. That's right, just $21.99 to uphold your good name and show the neighbors what a quality cut really looks like. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 4/30/18.
Next. You're holding up the line, ma'am.
What did you say?
You're next in line for the water slide, ma'am. Feet forward and enjoy the ride.
Okay, dearie. This does look fun. Whee! Oh, you've melted me. I've melted.
The Wicked Witch of the West on a water slide? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
See what you've done. Oh!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Yeah, Council.
Automax Ocala. Compare nearly all makes and models. Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Kia, Ford, Chevy, Dodge. Go to AutomaxOcala.com right now. Every vehicle is clearly marked on the window with the low outlet price. No gimmicks, no commitments. This truly is your car shopping experience. Test drive Automax.com. Get 2.9% interest with no payment for 90 days with fast approval and credit approval. See dealer for details. That's Automax, corner of 17th and Easy Street. Quality cars at outlet prices.
Whatever you do these early April days, do not miss the truckload sale on azaleas at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. The whole town's talking about Bob's huge selection, starting with those popular dogwood azaleas at a history-making low price, just $2.99. And of course, Bob still has thousands of others, including those dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas, still just $3.99. And while you're at Bob Wine's, be sure to visit their exciting newly redone greenhouse, just loaded with bromeliads and orchids and wind chimes and bird baths, and many items selling at up to 20% off. Truckload tree sale too. Many trees at 2/3, 66% off. Don't miss out. The selection is ginormous at Bob Wine's Camellia Garden, Southeast 38th Street, just east of Lake Weir Avenue. Daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3. Homegrown, locally owned, same place since 1952.
Here are today's headlines from The Source. WOCA. An errant spit may have sparked a deadly road rage incident yesterday afternoon in Tampa.
There was a road rage incident that started at the intersection of Fowler and 275, and the truck where the injured man who died It stopped at 109th and Ashley. Right now we're looking for a black BMW.
Eddie Durkin with Tampa Police says 56-year-old Gilbert Cerna was rushed to the hospital where he died. Investigators say Cerna was stabbed in the heart by the driver of a BMW after spitting out of the passenger window at an intersection, hitting either the BMW or the driver. Governor Rick Scott and the All-Republican State Clemency Board yesterday appealed a federal judge's order that Florida's felon voting rights restoration process be overhauled by April 26. The process includes a 5-year waiting period before felons who have already served their sentences can petition the board to reinstate their voting rights. In a sweeping ruling last month, U.S. District Court Judge Mark Walker declared the scheme fatally flawed because, he wrote, it arbitrarily determines which of Florida's 1.5 million disenfranchised felons are allowed to vote. But in their motion to the Atlanta-based 11th Circuit Court of Appeal, Scott and the Clemency Board assert Florida has a right to set the parameters of felon rights restoration, including mandating a waiting period. Such discretion is critical to preserving the autonomy of the states in our federal system, the appeal argues. The reaction to the appeal, which was crafted without a public meeting of the Clemency Board to discuss a path forward in the wake of Judge Walker's ruling, was swift and biting. Scott has said felons should be required to prove they're capable of living a crime-free life before being allowed to regain the right to vote. A small plane crashed just after takeoff yesterday morning from Daytona Beach International Airport, killing an Embry-Riddle student pilot and FAA instructor. The Piper PA-28 plane went down at Tomoka Farms Road and Bellevue Avenue, confirmed Volusia County Sheriff's deputies who were called out just before 11 a.m. by witnesses who saw the plane go down. The Daytona Flea and Farmers Market, Daytona International Speedway, and Interstate 95 are nearby. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University President P. Barry Butler confirmed in a statement that a student pilot and passenger, a Federal Aviation Administrator pilot examiner, died in the crash. The identities of the two people aboard have not been released. Embry-Riddle said it is one of the school's Piper training planes. The NTSB and the FAA are investigating the crash. Embry-Riddle is working with authorities. The urn has been returned. A few weeks ago, robbers took an urn containing the remains of Lakeland police officer Buddy Newsom. Now, Polk County deputies have arrested Daniel Cordona of Honduras, who lived in Miami. Detectives found some stolen items in his car, including the small urn. Newsom's widow, Michelle, says it's a miracle.
I knew God was in control. I also knew that Sheriff Grady Judd was in control, and his deputies in the Polk County Sheriff's Office. I knew, and I had every belief that we were going to get this back.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says Cordona was part of a burglary ring in which Cordona used a rental car to burglarize upscale homes all over the state. Florida Tax Watch has issued its annual turkey report. Researcher Kurt Wenner says these are hometown projects that ended up in the state budget without proper vetting.
The $88.7 billion budget passed by the legislature this year contains 87 appropriations that qualify as budget turkeys worth $147.5 million.
But Tax Watch is even more concerned about 500 member projects that added up to more than $500 million. Wenner says lawmakers are undermining their own budget by spending money on things like an animal shelter, tennis courts, Goodwill stores, and free Wi-Fi on a bicycle trail. The Florida Press Association and Leadership Florida are teaming up to host 2 primetime debates in October.
Florida Press Association President Dean Riding says the debates will be broadcast statewide about 2 weeks before the general election.
Voters can't take this election lightly, and I'm confident the new environment of civic involvement will generate high interest in these debates.
Caroline Taplin, who runs the ABC TV affiliate in West Palm Beach, says one debate will feature candidates for governor, the other will focus on the race for the U.S. Senate.
Florida has a history of razor-thin statewide elections, and these debates could be a tipping point.
The hour-long debates will be broadcast live from the campus of Broward College in Fort Lauderdale. Rick Flagg, Tallahassee.
The mayor of St. Petersburg is considering joining a lawsuit against Governor Rick Scott over a 2011 state law. The law blocks local governments from passing any gun control measure. In addition, state law allows the governor to remove a mayor or any elected official who puts any gun control measures in place. The law also allows them to be civilly sued and fined. 10 Florida mayors have already filed a lawsuit against the governor over the law. Mayor Rick Kreisman said, quote, "I have asked my city attorney to take a look at the lawsuit and see if it's something that merits our getting involved in." He said if his legal counsel recommends not joining the lawsuit, the city will likely file what is known as a friend of court brief in support of the measure. During a presentation at the League of Cities conference in Orlando this week, Mayor Kreisman shared his concern about state government overreach. Kreisman specifically referenced the gun control issue and efforts of mayors and local governments to put reforms in place. A Florida high school student accused of biting off the head of a live chicken has been arrested on animal cruelty and trespassing charges. 17-year-old David Jimenez from University High School in Orange City was arrested on Tuesday. According to a post on the Volusia County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, Jimenez went to the school late Saturday night, entered a chicken coop that was there for a farm-to-table event held earlier in the day, and bit off the head of a chicken. A teacher discovered the chicken's headless carcass in the parking lot upon returning to school on Monday. The chicken's head was later discovered inside the chicken coop, and eggs had been thrown in the gym and against the gymnasium doors. A school resource deputy identified Jimenez as the suspect after hearing about a student who was bragging about biting the head off of a chicken. And those are the headlines from the source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, a nice day with intervals of clouds and sun and a high of 77 to 81. Partly cloudy Thursday night, lows ranging from 54 in the northern interior part of the zone to 66 along the coast in the south. It'll be partly to mostly sunny on Friday, just a shower chance near the coast, the high 80 at the coast, 86 inland. Saturday, sunshine, some clouds, breezy and warm, high 81 at the coast, 90 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
You know how frogs are so hoppy? It's because they don't smoke or have COPD, otherwise they would be flip-floppy. If you want to quit smoking to prevent yourself from croaking, come to A Better You for a good acupuncture poking. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, with A Better You Healthcare to stop smoking today at 352-615-5566. 352-615-5566.
This Saturday, it's Steer a Deer Demo Day at AgPro. Test drive the John Deere of your dreams. We've got over 20 compact models to demo. Put them through their paces. Pick your favorite, get special low financing, and be equipped for anything. Join us this Saturday at Steer a Deer Demo Day. Find your nearest location at agproco.com/demo day. Today in Florida Ag News from the Southeast Ag Network, Florida agricultural producers are invited to take part in a cover crop tour this Friday, April 6th from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. at the NRCS Brooksville Plant Materials Center in Brooksville, Florida. USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service in Florida is offering free tour showcases that cover crop species to improve soil health. You can learn evaluation results for different cover crop seed sources and planting recommendations. Those attending will be able to learn about the evaluation results for different cover crop seed sources and planting recommendations. Farmers, ranchers, and researchers from across the state are all invited to attend. Again, that's the cover crop tour hosted by NRCS this Friday, April 6th from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. at the NRCS Brooksville Plant Materials Center in Brooksville. To learn more about the event, just simply go to our website at southeastagnet.com.
Get season-long parasite control with prescription long-range eprinamectin. Long-range with eprinamectin controls parasites in cattle for up to 150 days with a single spring treatment. You get all the benefits of multiple dewormer applications without the labor. However you want to spend all that free time in the fall is up to you. Our strategic parasite control can help with earlier conception, resulting in additional weight and weaning. Ready to see the difference in your herd's performance? All backed by our satisfaction guarantee. Talk to your veterinarian or Beringer Ingelheim representative. And for full prescribing information, visit thelongrangelook.com. Federal law restricts this drug to use by or on the order of a licensed veterinarian. For use in cattle only, not for use in humans or other animal species. Keep out of reach of children. Not for use in breeding bulls or in calves less than 3 months of age. Not for use in female dairy cattle 20 months of age or older, including dry dairy cows or in veal calves. Post-injection site damage such as granulomas and necrosis can occur. These reactions have disappeared without treatment. Not for intravenous or intramuscular use. Do not use within 48 days of slaughter.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
This Saturday, it's Steer a Deer Demo Day at AgPro. Test drive the John Deere of your dreams. We've got over 20 compact models to demo. Put them through their paces. Pick your favorite, get special low financing, and be equipped for anything. Join us this Saturday at Steer a Deer Demo Day. Find your nearest location at agproco.com/demo day.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. Peanut prices have increased slightly this week. Peanuts in the 2017 crop were being offered for $375 per ton. They moved up to $400 per ton if you still have peanuts in the loan from last year that need to find a home. Check with your local sheller for information.
Get season-long parasite control with prescription long-range eprinamectin. Long-range with eprinamectin controls parasites in cattle for up to 150 days with a single spring treatment. You get all the benefits of multiple dewormer applications without the labor. However you want to spend all that free time in the fall is up to you. Our strategic parasite control can help with earlier conception, resulting in additional weight and weaning. Ready to see the difference in your herd's performance? All backed by our satisfaction guarantee. Talk to your veterinarian or Beringer Ingelheim representative. And for full prescribing information, visit thelongrangelook.com. Federal law restricts this drug to use by or on the order of a licensed veterinarian. For use in cattle only, not for use in humans or other animal species. Keep out of reach of children. Not for use in breeding bulls or in calves less than 3 months of age. Not for use in female dairy cattle 20 months of age or older, including dry dairy cows or in veal calves. Post-injection site damage such as granulomas and necrosis can occur. These reactions have disappeared without treatment. Not for intravenous or intramuscular use. Do not use within 48 days of slaughter.
The drought in Argentina is continuing. They said they had not received any rain this week, and they continue to show severe water stress, and the peanuts are under severe drought. Peanut digging has started. Officials report that the Argentina exporters will not even offer peanuts for the market right now until they get a better handle on the yield and the production of the crop. To have an idea, they had planned for 1,400,000 metric tons of farmer stock peanuts. Now they say they'll be lucky to make 700,000 tons. Argentina is the number one competitor for the U.S. in the European market. I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
The College of Central Florida is committed to being your first choice for quality higher education. CF has locations in Marion, Citrus, and Levy counties and offers more than 60 academic programs. Earn a certificate, associate, or bachelor's degree. With Florida's 2+2 program, a student can complete an associate in arts at CF and be guaranteed admission to a state of Florida university. CF is ranked number 13 in the U.S. for affordability, is military friendly, and offers a full student life experience. Make CF your first choice. Call 352-873-5800.
Some methods for keeping critters off our crops. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Get season-long parasite control with prescription long-range eprinamectin. Long-range with eprinamectin controls parasites in cattle for up to 150 days with a single spring treatment. You get all the benefits of multiple dewormer applications without the labor. However you want to spend all that free time in the fall is up to you. Our strategic parasite control can help with earlier conception, resulting in additional weight and weaning. Ready to see the difference in your herd's performance? All backed by our satisfaction guarantee. Talk to your veterinarian or Beringer Ingelheim representative. And for full prescribing information, visit thelongrangelook.com. Federal law restricts this drug to use by or on the order of a licensed veterinarian. For use in cattle only, not for use in humans or other animal species. Keep out of reach of children. Not for use in breeding bulls or in calves less than 3 months of age. Not for use in female dairy cattle 20 months of age or older, including dry dairy cows or in veal calves. Post-injection site damage such as granulomas and necrosis can occur. These reactions have disappeared without treatment. Not for intravenous or intramuscular use. Do not use within 48 days of slaughter.
Here are some time-tested methods and great ways for keeping those pests away from our crops and gardens without using pesticides. The first rule of natural pest control is to plant a diverse garden, because when we plant a mix of fruits and veggies and herbs, not one thing stands out, which means it will be harder for pests to find what they're really after. Having a lot of aromatic culinary herbs mixed in a garden, for example, will throw off the pest scent. Raised gardens will also be useful against pests. Another useful method is having healthy soils, or do-it-yourself pest sprays, such as using natural ingredients, things like garlic, cayenne, tobacco, neem, and coffee grounds. Household ingredients we have on hand but don't realize are helpful for keeping critters at bay. Controlling pests rarely requires chemical solutions. We just have to do our homework. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
This Saturday, it's Steer a Deer Demo Day at AgPro. Test drive the John Deere of your dreams. We've got over 20 compact models to demo. Put them through their paces. Pick your favorite, get special low financing, and be equipped for anything. Join us this Saturday at Steer a Deer Demo Day. Find your nearest location at agproco.com/demo day.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Minutes after 7 o'clock. Look at that beautiful Thursday morning you're waking up to. It is April 5th, 2018. It is Thursday, and it is 55 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA. We are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall, where currently the moon is quite visible out the window here.
I love that. I think that's great.
Good morning, Robin. How are you?
I am good, Larry. Good morning. How are you?
Good. 78 degrees is the expected high temperature today. 56 is the expected low tonight. There's only a 12% chance of rain, and that's not even until after midnight, so technically that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way, 84 degrees is the expected high for the first Friday of the month.
Yes.
And then don't forget tomorrow night, First Friday Art Walk, and will be there, but chances are you would prefer to go see the 3 Ocala Olympians who will be recognized for their contribution to us all by exceeding in their sports, right?
Yep. Joey Mantia, Aaron Jackson, and bronze medalist Brittany Bowe.
All right, they'll all be downtown on the square.
6 p.m.
I'm presuming on the gazebo area, so go check them out. Go say hi and say thank you.
6 p.m.
And if you happen to be over there by that chocolate shop, you'll see a little mandolin player, and a big accordion player, and that's us. And just say hey, I hear you. I'll see you. Yeah, good. Yeah, you guys are great. Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow and Sunday, there is rain in tomorrow's forecast, and mostly cloudy Sunday. So it looks like a cloudy, overcast, maybe rainy kind of a weekend. But get your things in today, I guess. Hey, partner, how you doing over there?
Oh, I'm doing really good. How are you doing, Larry?
We got a busy morning, it looks like.
Yeah, we do.
All right, at 7:35, we're gonna be informal. We're gonna read the news. We're gonna offer opinions. We're just gonna be doing that kind of stuff, right? Galen Newnold will not be able to be on this morning. He has a meeting.
Yep.
If he were on, however, I would be talking to him about the Masters because that's happening today. It's big news in the world of sports, specifically the world of golf.
Oh, yeah.
So I have some things that you probably don't know about the Masters, and the word probably is not even necessary if you're talking to me, because these are things I don't know, but chances are you might know some, but I'll say probably. If Galen was on the air, I thought it would be fun to ask him how he would audition if he was going to be an announcer at the Masters.
Oh, what a cool question.
Because think about this now, as he's very talented in play-by-play, like with football, right? And I'm sure that same exciting delivery is probably appropriate for baseball and probably basketball. But in golf, it doesn't seem like they have that exciting delivery. It sounds more like NPR. Tiger Woods.
Exactly. You got to be so
Tiger
quiet.
Woods. Hit the ball. Dilly dilly. What is the dilly dilly thing, by the way? Is that a Budweiser thing?
I don't know, but it sounds familiar.
All right. And then at 8:20, listen to this. Do you remember the band Four Non-Blondes?
Mm-hmm.
The one of the singers from that group is Linda Perry. She is coming on. She was nominated for the Grammy Awards a couple of times.
And a Hall of Fame inductee.
Hall of Fame.
She's amazing.
So there you go. You probably had a crush on her if you are of the male persuasion. And she's coming on to introduce us to a young singer.
14 years old.
14, that's young. Willa Amai.
Mm-hmm.
Willa Amai, am I saying that right?
Yes.
Is a singer-songwriter and part of the Backing You campaign, so we'll find out what that's about and say hi to Linda. How come all these famous musicians can only afford 10 minutes?
I know. You wonder about that.
News Bites at 8:35. That's when we button up our top button and try to not be so informal. Mm-hmm. That's how you become formal. You button up your top button. By the way.
Of course.
We deliver news at 8:35 simply from the websites that we get these news items from. It wasn't that long ago we actually read from newspapers. Now we read from the websites.
Exactly.
Hank Whittier is perhaps going to be here during Veterans News. I say it that way because he is the guy who started that show, and he is the director of Vets Helping Vets. However, because they have really grown, they used to be Marion County, now they're USA. That's exactly. A big leap from the county to the country. All you need is an R, really, if you think about it. County.
Exactly.
Usually Gary Pascal and Joe Martone host Veterans News these days, and I never know who's going to be here, so that's why I kind of stumble every Thursday morning when I'm telling you about it. But trust me, the Veterans News will be on at 9:05. Lori Williams from Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery. This is a great time of year to go get a plant. And they've got some over at Bob Wine's. Not only do they have some, they can tell you how to take care of it and grow it. I've got some apple trees here that I'm growing.
Yeah.
Jason Oxman is the CEO of Electronic Transactions Association. He's got the results of a survey called How We Pay and Why. Innovations in payment technology. Yeah, I haven't been brave enough yet to do the Apple Pay thing. I have it on my phone, but I just haven't been brave enough to do it.
Yeah, I'm still not brave enough to download an app from my bank. So, but you got the app from your bank and you love it. So.
I love the app from the bank. Yes. Mm-hmm. Joseph Esposito. Joseph served in 3 presidential administrations, and most recently as the Deputy Undersecretary for International Affairs at the Department of Education. He's speaking to us about the book called Dinner in Camelot, the night America's greatest scientists, writers, and scholars partied at the Kennedy White House.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Very.
What is with this movie about Chappaquiddick, by the way? That tells the story of the incident that Ted Kennedy was in with when the young lady Mary Jo Kopechne died, right?
Yep. He killed her. He didn't save her.
Well, I just don't know why this is a movie now. I guess somebody had a bone to pick, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and they probably realize it's enough time has passed that they'll sell a lot of tickets.
But here's the thing, though, about that. Was anything hidden from us? I thought we, as a country, kind of knew what happened that night. It wasn't like anybody was hiding anything.
Right.
It was just a disgrace and an embarrassment for him, but he went on to remain senator for the rest of his life, right?
Exactly.
Pretty much. So.
Yep. Took him, 11 hours to report it or something?
But
everybody knows what happened.
Everybody knows, but it's interesting that they made a movie. And anyway, so that's what's out there. And I don't know if Joseph Esposito wants to touch on that. Peter Swanson is an award-winning, best-selling author. His new book is called All the Beautiful Lies. Mary Higgins Clark is the queen of suspense, and she's got a book called I've Got My Eyes on You. So those of you who listen to us on a regular basis know that we have some pretty heavy hitters when it comes to the world of literature.
Yeah.
I would say that's the number one world we get guests from is the world of literature. But yesterday and today, two superstars in the world of music. That's pretty good. Every once in a while, we'll have a music person, right?
Yes.
And then, of course, we have political people, especially during election seasons, I should say.
That's right. They come out of the
woodwork. That's when they come around the mountain, strumming their old banjo. All right, let me push this button. We'll catch up on the news from Fox News on the other side of this. We'll be back. Your phone calls are invited, and we've got news to share with you. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. The president officially issues a proclamation ordering National Guard troops to be deployed to the southwest border, but some unknowns still remain.
A lot of this will depend on the governors of the border states. These 4 states, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. These 3 sound like they're on board. California may be a different story. We'll see which way Governor Jerry Brown decides to go there.
Fox's Doug Luzader.
We did get a statement from the California National Guard, a spokesman there saying this request from the president will be promptly reviewed to determine how best we can assist our federal partners.
The Air Force says the pilot killed in an F-16 crash in Nevada was part of an elite team known as the Thunderbirds. The flight demonstration team canceling their appearance this weekend at March Air Reserve Base in California. Unknown how the accident will affect the rest of their season. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
You can tell a lot about a person just by looking at their lawn. So if you man your own mower, Napa has select lawn and garden batteries for just $21.99 with exchange. That's right, just $21.99 to uphold your good name and show the neighbors what a quality cut really looks like. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 4/30/18.
Next, you're holding up the line, ma'am.
What did you say?
You're next in line for the water slide, ma'am. Feet forward and enjoy the ride.
Okay, dearie, this does look fun. Whee! You've melted me. I've melted.
The Wicked Witch of the West on a water slide? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
See what you've done. Oh!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
College of Central Florida is committed to being your first choice for quality higher education. CF has locations in Marion, Citrus, and Levy counties and offers more than 60 academic programs. Earn a certificate, associate, or bachelor's degree. With Florida's 2+2 program, a student can complete an associate in arts at CF and be guaranteed admission to a state of Florida university. CF is ranked number 13 in the U.S. for affordability, is military friendly, and offers a full student life experience. Make CF your first choice. Call 352-873-5800.
Gene Powell pasture mowing, 352-629-2440. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell pasture mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell pasture mowing. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Why not serve a delicious, intimate, and very easy dinner from Honey Baked Ham of Ocala? They have about the best ham produced ever, and turkey breast or beef pot roast or pork roast.
I thought they just served whole or half hams or turkeys that you picked up at Thanksgiving or Christmas.
They have so much more. They have a cafe and do all kinds of hot and cold catering. They'll do most of the work while you get all of the credit.
Where are they?
Southwest 27th Avenue, right behind Best Buy. Give them a call at 861-0011. Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. Governor Rick Scott and the State Clemency Board appealed a federal judge's order for Florida's felon voting rights restoration process to be overhauled by April 26th. In the motion, Scott and the Clemency Board assert Florida has a right to set the parameters of felon rights restoration, including mandating a waiting period. A small plane crashed just after takeoff yesterday morning from Daytona Beach International Airport, killing an Embry-Riddle student pilot and FAA instructor. Embry-Riddle said it is one of the school's Piper training planes. There are now 11 mayors in Florida in a lawsuit against Governor Rick Scott over a 2011 state law that blocks local governments from passing any gun control measures in their cities. And a 17-year-old Orange City High School student has been arrested, charged with animal cruelty and trespassing after allegedly biting off the head of a live chicken in the school's agricultural class. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clays for Kids, a sporting event to benefit the Marion County Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Ingles, Florida
on Saturday, April 7th.
Call 427-0950 for detailed information. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, prizes, and drawings throughout the day. Call 427-0950 for detailed information on the Clay for Kids sporting event hosted by the NFL alumni.
Are you or someone you know looking for a new career in healthcare? Is the cost of training preventing you from taking that next step? Palm Garden of Ocala can help. We will pay all tuition and exam fees, plus a bonus to you on completion of the class and another bonus on completion of a successful orientation. For more information, stop by Palm Garden or call 352-854-6262. That's 854-6262.
All right, thank you, Jan. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Gosh, look how beautiful it is out there. Where'd the moon go? Hey, the moon was just there. It just disappeared. All right, the phone lines are open. I have news that Robin and I will share with you, and your opinions are important to us, whether it's about the news we're reading or something else, or maybe you just want to let us know that you've got a potluck dinner to raise money for the Boy Scouts or something, something of that nature. As long as it's not an ad. If it is an ad, we'd love to have you with us. There's a different way to do that, though. You need to call Tish or Joe here at the station, and they'll set you up. All right, let's see. The first one, I guess we'll start with something fun. Golf fanatics call it the most wonderful time of the year. And there's a nostalgic twist this time. Tiger Woods is once again a favorite to win at Augusta National as the Masters tee off today. I think it's 10-something this morning, by the way.
Wow.
Woods, who is a 4-time Masters winner, has not won a tournament since 2013. But after battling a few injuries, he's back playing good golf and rounding into championship form at just the right time.
Yeah, and that one year he won all the big four or something, right? For that whole year, he won everything there was to win. I think.
You know, you're talking to Larry Whitler.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Well,
that was the spirit inside of me speaking on my behalf. Woods has his work cut out for him with a wide open and ultra-talented field that includes Rory McIlroy. So you know whenever I have one of these stories, I am reading it.
Yes,
I'm not even attempting to wing it.
Yeah.
I just can't wing these things. I just don't know enough about it. But you know, it's kind of like somebody who goes to a music show. They don't care. They just watch.
Yeah.
They're just enjoying the show. That's kind of how I am.
Well, that's the only reason I know, because it was made such a big deal out of, because he won like everything there was in that one year, and then he got, the ego and everything, and then he just took a nosedive and came crashing down.
I got the ego one time, and I had to have bed rest for about a week. When you get the ego, you got to really take it easy. That thing can kill you. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Regarding the Chappaquiddick incident,
the senator drove while drunk, and he ran, swam away from the scene without reporting it, and the passenger passed away. And the thing that rankles in many people's minds is the double standard. He was elected and reelected and reelected and reelected, whereas if somebody in the Republican Party were to do such a thing, they would be, basically almost a lynch mob mentality.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know. I think here's the thing. Nothing was hidden in that story. It's not like something is being revealed. Or am I wrong?
Well, yeah, no. The problem in our minds is that he waited a full day to report the incident. He was basically guilty of a hit and run vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. And what I'm asking though is, I wonder why there's a movie. And why is it now? I mean, if there's nothing.
The man has passed away, and so there won't be too much comment from that side. He's gone on to meet his maker and make his case, as they say.
He had a lot of experience trying to make his case, didn't he? Well, yeah. Thank you, Joe. I know.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you for that. And I guess that my whole thing about that is not the incident. And that my point is that I think all of America, that's old enough anyway. If you're not old enough, you probably don't remember this, or even
younger than us.
You may have not heard, and maybe that's why they're making the movie. But I'm thinking somebody had a bone to pick. There's somebody who wanted to put salt in that old wound. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I haven't heard that the movie reveals something new that we never knew before. I think I haven't seen the movie, but I was listening to Glenn Beck talk about it, and it sounds like everything he said is things we already knew.
Right.
He saw the movie.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right, let's see what else we have here. If you were thinking of using your Toys R Us gift card at Bed Bath & Beyond, you better move fast. The company's offer to purchase unused gift cards from the bankrupt retailer with a balance of $20 or more at a discount expires at 11:59 tonight.
Oh, my.
I guess Bed Bath & Beyond were taking the old gift cards.
I wonder why.
Shoppers will be issued a Bed Bath & Beyond e-gift card that can be used online or at its stores for a portion of the current gift card's value. Shoppers can still use Toys R Us gift cards at its stores through April 21st, as the retailer continues its going out of business sales.
Well, that's a good thing, because then everybody can get the Christmas, all the Christmas toys purchased before they go out of business.
You are really good if you're getting a Christmas shopping started now. That's like my mom. My mom would do that. It's December 26th. I got to go Christmas shopping.
Yeah, well, if Toys R Us is going out of business, I mean, you might as well take advantage of the sale and get the toys.
A 17-year-old high school student in the city of Orange City, Florida, who goes to the University High School. It's not a university. That's what it's called, University High School. Anyway, he's 17 years old, and he is under arrest for biting the head off of a chicken.
I heard you say that. That's awful.
This is in Volusia County, by the way. He went over to the chicken coop that the school has for the agricultural department in the evening and bit the head off a chicken and then threw some chicken eggs at the gymnasium.
Does he have Ozzy Osbourne as a mentor or what?
I don't know. Governor Scott appealed a federal judge's order that Florida's felon voting rights restoration process be overhauled by April 26th. The nutshell story about this one is that the judge says we are disenfranchising the formerly incarcerated by not giving them their voting rights back after they have served their time. That's the judge's opinion. Mm-hmm. The governor says, well, we feel like two things. A, the former incarcerated prisoner should prove that they are capable of living a crime-free life. before they are entitled to regain their right to vote. And the other point he wants to make is that this is no business of anybody's but the state.
Exactly.
This is the state's business. We shouldn't be having to answer to the federal authorities.
No.
So those are the 2 points he's making. It sounds like you agree with him.
I do, both points, of course.
I haven't done this kind of thing in a while. Do you want to hear some of the things that'll be on the ballot in November?
Oh, okay.
All right. There were 24 ideas that could be on Florida's ballot in November. Let me see if I can go through these without wasting too much, or taking too much time. It's not wasting, it's taking it. Florida voters would see 24 proposals rolled into 12 amendments on the November ballot under a preliminary proposal unanimously adopted by the Style and Drafting Committee of the Constitution Revision Commission yesterday.
Okay.
The proposal was prepared by Commissioner Brecht Hucan, chair of the committee, which has the power to decide which amendments get rewritten, which get merged with others, and which get weakened. The CRC, I'm going to say it that way for the rest of this, so just remember what that is.
Okay.
That's the, that's the Constitution Revision Commission.
Okay.
They're the ones who decide how it's written, how the amendments are written on the ballot.
Okay.
The CRC has the unique authority to put amendments directly on the ballot if 22 members of the commission approve. There are 37 members on the commission, by the way.
Gosh.
Under the proposal tentatively agreed to yesterday, here's what you and I will see when we go to vote. There will be 6 proposals that will stand on their own and not be merged with others. Let me tell you about them first. One of them is called Proposal 39. This one expands the ban on lobbying by former public offices. It restricts current public officers from lobbying and prohibits the use of public office for public benefit. Public profit, public benefit, kind of the same thing, right?
Okay.
The next one is Proposal 93. 93 allows innovative and high-performing school districts to have the same flexibility as charter schools. Innovative and high-performing. That's going to be, what's the word, objective or subjective? That's objective.
Yeah.
Proposal 11 is the third one. This one closes the write-in loophole for elections.
Oh.
Closes the write-in loophole.
Okay, I don't know what kind of a loophole it could be.
I can look it up.
But you got to qualify for a write-in. You just can't go on voting day and write somebody in, I don't think.
Proposal 29 requires employers to verify the immigration status of their employees.
There you go.
Requires employers to verify the immigration status of their employees. I wonder if everybody's going to be against that one. That seems like a no-nonsense one.
Exactly.
That one just makes sense, right?
Sure.
And Proposal 67 bans greyhound racing in Florida.
Oh, gosh.
Those are the 6 that would stand on their own. I do have the ones that might be merged, but let me go to the phone first. Good morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, 2 things. The write-in loophole refers to when a primary can become open. Under the current rules or law, is that if a candidate has filed for write-in in a race where only one of the major parties has been filed, then that is still a closed primary. But this amendment seeks to avoid the write-in so-called loophole, where basically somebody drums up a non-serious candidate to file a write-in so as to close the primary. But under the rules after the amendment, if it should pass, the primary can't be closed unless a candidate of another party, including a minor party, files on that position.
Okay, good.
And what we had with the sheriff's race a few years ago was that the Democrats did not nominate someone, but the Constitution Party put up Bernie DeCastro, and that closed the primary, forcing some people to re-register from Democrat to Republican in order to vote for
I do remember
Kuhn.
that. Yeah.
In relation to that, if you want someone to speak about the issue of allowing convicted felons that have served all of their time in probation to be allowed to re-register, you can contact Bernie DeCastro, because that's one of his big issues.
Okay. Yeah, I know he went through that whole thing. Yeah, he was pardoned by the governor himself, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
we interviewed him on our show a few times.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Jim. Appreciate those two thoughts.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you. All right, so now the rest of these are... They could be merged with another one. Okay, so Proposal 10 calls for expanding civics education in public schools.
Okay.
That might be merged with Proposal 71, which allows the state, in addition to school boards, to authorize charter schools. Both of them might also be included in with Proposal 43, which is to limit the terms of school board members. So those are the three biggies that have to do with schools.
Oh, okay.
Other than the Proposal 93.
Okay.
Which, just to remind you, allows innovative and high-performing school districts to have the same flexibility as charter schools.
Mm-hmm. Gosh.
Proposal 91 bans oil and gas drilling in state-owned waters. Proposal 65 adds vaping to the indoor smoking ban. Don't ask me why they want to merge those two, but they do.
Yeah, that's goofy. That's so goofy.
So, sometimes they do this so they can get their way, whether... I'm not really in favor of oil and gas drilling, but I want to stop vaping indoors, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So you won't vote for it if you want it.
Yeah, they shouldn't merge anything. Each bill should be separate. My opinion.
Proposal number 44 requires a supermajority vote by university trustees to raise fees. This one would be merged, if it's approved, to Proposal 49, which provides college tuition for survivors of first responders and military who die in the line of duty. And those two will be merged with Proposal 83, which establishes the state college system in the Constitution.
Oh.
So there you go. Not so sure I understand that last part. But
I'm glad you're reading them now, because between now and November, this will give me a chance to look at everything so I know what I'm voting for or voting against. My opinion.
Proposal 13 would require Miami-Dade County to elect its sheriff. I'm not sure. They don't elect their sheriff. That would be rolled together with three other initiatives. Proposal 26 would create an Office of Domestic Security and Counterterrorism within the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. And Proposal 9 would make the Department of Veterans Affairs a constitutionally required office. All of those would be combined with Proposal 103, which changes the start date of the legislative session in even-numbered years from March to January.
Oh.
Go figure how some of those mix together. Okay.
I know, that's so stupid.
Here are three more that might be included in the same one. Proposal number 3 relates to the alien land law. This allows people coming in from other planets to have a farm here.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we had the guy on yesterday with the intergalactic travel guide, with all that,
I just forgot it wasn't April 1st. Okay, no, it is alien land. It is the alien land law, and I don't know what that is, to be honest. Proposal 12 authorizes high-speed rail in Florida. There you go, Proposal 12. Now, how does that mix with alien land? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And Proposal 20 cleans up criminal statutes. Cleans up criminal statutes. How do they mix in the high-speed rail with those two things?
That is absolutely insane. Gosh, insane.
Three other proposals that are being considered to be grouped together. Now, so far they haven't decided to group these together or not. Maybe we're being critical too soon.
We'll see.
It's called premature criticalness.
I got till November.
3 proposals relating to the court system would be merged. Proposal 96, which imposes new victims' rights in court proceedings. Proposal 6, which gives judges independent authority to interpret statutes rather than deferring to an agency. Oh, I like that one, actually. And Proposal 41 extends the mandatory retirement age for judges from 70 to 75. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, they have experience, but sometimes you need to have young ones in there.
You know, the real idea should be that a judge may not wear pajamas that look like his robe.
Oh, there you go.
You know the reason for that?
Why?
Because psychologists say if you wear to bed the same clothing you wear to work, you will think you're ready for a nap, and you will sit up at the bench and fall asleep.
I love that.
Just so you know. So it's okay to have that robe, just don't wear it to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mind will be tricked into thinking it's bedtime.
Yeah.
It's bedtime. Let's climb up on the thing. All rise. How many of you think it's really weird that we all rise? How many of you think it's weird that no disrespect to the judges. I know some judges, and they're really great guys and gals. I know a couple lady judges. I know them, and they're really great. But isn't it weird that we treat their entrance into the room in such a way? Well, maybe not. Maybe there's a psychological reason for this, but
well, it's life and death. They can put you in jail, or they can, they'll make up a reason, and you're going to jail.
Yeah, but just be quiet. I mean, just show respect.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine if there was a rule? And that's a law too, by the way. Unless you can't stand, you have to stand when they walk in.
Yeah.
A contempt of court. You didn't stand for the judge.
Right.
He put my cousin in prison.
Well, there you go. You'll join him.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
Good.
When the pastor walks into your church, you stand?
No.
If Jesus Christ walked into my church, I would stand.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, there he is.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd have to have some kind of music. Anyway, so those are the proposals. I don't see any more on here. I thought there was some more.
Well, no, wait. Jesus wants us to kneel before him, so. But we would. I don't know.
Do you know what I wonder? Never mind. I'm going to tell you
I can't wait
to tell you my theological.
Looking forward to it.
Oh,
What
yeah?
is it? What's your theological?
My theological thought is when they were talking about the Pope saying there was no hell the other day, and then he said, "No, I didn't say that."
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Right,
okay,
right.
okay. So God himself decides whether you go to heaven or hell, right?
Yeah.
And heaven and hell are actual places, right? These are
Yes.
actual places.
Right.
Well, there's the third place. Does anybody ever consider this? There is a third place.
What is that?
What do you think? What do you think is the third place I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
And I can prove you.
Because there's no gray or either up or down.
That's,
you know?
well, yeah, but there are three places.
Limbo.
I can guarantee you, I can prove to you there's a third place. I can't prove there's a heaven.
No.
I have to have that on faith. I can't prove, but I can prove to you there's a third place.
Okay. The earth.
The earth!
Okay, there you go. It took me a while.
I'm just thinking.
We're right
I mean,
here
if
right
God
now.
has a choice, heaven, hell, oh, you know what? You didn't quite finish. I need to put you back down there. It's possible.
Yeah, but would you be you? Or would you
No.
be somebody else
No.
and you would remember the you of today?
Oh, I'd be Elvis. What are you kidding? I'm not going to come back as me. Because I'd be Elvis, Robin. I'm going to be nothing but a hound dog.
Gosh.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, guys.
Maybe it'd be good to be a hound dog. Hey, Hugh.
See, doesn't the Catholic Church see heaven and hell and purgatory?
Yeah, but that's another one of those we don't know for sure. But I know for sure there is a thing called Earth.
I think so. We're on it right now, huh? Right?
That's what they say. That's what I've heard. Yeah.
I want to make a comment real quickly on that wonderful interview you had yesterday with the Adolf Hitler expert.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great program. I often wondered. I was going to call in, but I couldn't make it. If Adolf Hitler would have been accepted in that art school, because he was a pretty decent artist, and he was rejected. If he would have been permitted to go to that art school, all of his other endeavors would have never happened. Being a dictator and all that other stuff, if he would have pursued his art career.
I don't know. It's hard to say. He was.
Because he was very distraught and frustrated over the fact that he couldn't get in there, and it might have set him off to do what he did. But I often wondered if he would have been accepted, that there'd have been a whole different deal in history.
Well, it's hard to say. Would Castro have been Castro if he had been a baseball player?
Yeah. There you go. Another example.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Hugh.
Okay.
I think that's one of the peculiarities about the male ego. Not to say that this doesn't happen to you ladies. I haven't seen it much, but it does happen. Is that we are so craving other people to consider us great. We are wanting this so badly. We will post our names on big, gigantic banners and hang them up whenever we go someplace. I'm going to be here today. You fill in the blank. Name somebody you've seen. Put up a banner with their name on it, a big, gigantic thing. I remember Paul McCartney one time driving through some city, and there was his name, Paul McCartney Live, and he says, well, look at that. And I'm thinking, oh, well, look at that. Who do you think paid for that? He did. Well, no, look at that. They've got my name up there. Well, hello. They didn't pay for that. You did.
Yes.
I swear, it is one of the biggest faults of humanity is this somehow desire to be recognized as great. You know, the greatest people I've ever met or known probably have the most modest headstones.
Exactly.
Don't have anything, no flashing lights, nothing,
And they work behind the scenes, too. You don't know.
I don't know. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants everybody else to think they're great. So I think Hugh may be right. If he could have been a great artist, then he wouldn't have been a dictator.
Yeah.
Or some kind of head.
Yeah, exactly.
Or dictator head. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump ordering National Guard troops to our border with Mexico.
There is a history of presidents from both parties deploying the Guard.